Okay, second grade, we are going to be doing some drawing for our next project. I'm going to be teaching you how to draw 3D shapes, or is what us art teachers call them, forms, like cylinders and spheres and cubes and things like that. But before we get into that technical stuff, we need to kind of learn how to become better drawers. Better drawers take their time. Better drawers use an eraser a lot. We use a nice sharp pencil. We use nice clean paper. Okay? We also try to visualize. We put first things first. We visualize. We begin with the end in mind. We're thinking ahead what the picture is going to look like. And we're going to try our best. All right? Now, just like a sports person, like a baseball player or a football player, anything like that, a dancer, a musician, we have to practice. We also have to warm up. Like in PE, I'm sure you guys have warm-up moves that you're supposed to do. Well, in art, when you're doing drawing, you also need to warm up your hand. We have muscles in our hand, and we need to make sure that they're warmed up. Now, that doesn't mean that we're going to go, that's boring. That's not what we really need to do. We need to have a pencil in our hand, and we need to practice what we're doing on our paper. So you just have a scrap piece of paper. This is how we are going to warm up, okay? First thing I want you to do, I want you to just make some lines. I want you to make straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line. I'm keeping them all together up at the top. Now I'm going to make a wavy line, but I'm going to keep it very small waves like that. Look at that wavy line. Very small waves. And then I'm going to do a zigzag line. I could do little itty bitty zigzags. Or I could stretch them out, or I could really stretch them out. Try doing different sizes of zigzags. I really like that stretched out one. Reminds me more of lightning. Okay, I'm just kind of practicing just with the lines that we make. Now I want you to try making some different shapes. But instead of just going squares, squares, square, that's not squares. I want to see nice, straight squares, nice corners, taking your time, making it look as perfect as you can. Make several of those, then move on. Maybe you could make a couple rectangles. Rectangle, rectangle, come down here. Ugh, I don't like those. See, they look awful, don't they? Okay, triangles. See, I messed that up right there. I went back and fixed it. Try your best to make them look as nice and neat and as possible. Sometimes we get a little too rushed. Let's see. Ooh, circles. Circle, circle. Circles are hard to do perfectly, but if we practice, we can do pretty good. All right, those are some pretty good shapes. Now, what I want you to try to do is change the way we press on our paper. Like for instance, over here, usually the way many of you write, you press your pencil really hard and you make a nice black line. I want you to go ahead and make that nice dark black line. Make several of them. Just straight lines. But as you start getting further and further, I want you to not press so hard. Get lighter and lighter and lighter until you're barely touching the paper. You're just tickling the surface of the paper. Look at that. It's like you can barely see it. And as you start to get about halfway, I want you to start pressing harder again. What we are doing here is we are focused on the pressure that we are adding to our lines. The pressure is how hard we push. And as you can see, it's creating a different value. Value is how light or dark something is. So we have dark lines and we have light lines. Now the reason for this is because this is what we want to draw at. We want to draw at the lightest possible line that we can make. And when we're first starting a drawing, we want to draw very lightly because it's so much easier to erase. Now I want you to take your eraser and I want you to try this. I want you to try to erase the light parts. Erase it to where you can't see anything there. Does it go away? If it doesn't go away, you press too hard. So try it again. If it did go away, I want you to try to erase the dark areas. Erase, erase, erase. And does it go away? No, it doesn't completely go away. It's almost like it stains the paper. We really need to break ourselves from drawing really dark. We need to be drawing more light. Okay, after you've done that, I want you to go back to it again. Dark lines. Get lighter and lighter and lighter. Then start to make them darker again. See, I'm not worried about them being perfect or anything. I'm just focusing on the pressure. I can do the opposite down here. I could start out very light and get darker, get lighter, get darker, get lighter, darker. These are great exercises that we can do. Anytime you're doing drawing, these are really great exercises to get your hand warmed up to draw, okay? All right, now turn your paper over and I want you to do some more exercises on the back. You can do some more lines on the back. You can also practice by making spirals. You can do loop-de-loops. These are great ways to try to get your hand ready for drawing. You could do, what about these kind of bumps like that? Try to make them all the same. You can make some more straight lines. These are just ways of getting your hand warmed up, okay? All right, good luck, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.